99X. It's Barnes and Leslie, the Morning X. We are deep in this story with a Morning X listener, Lauren Benton, who is from Atlanta, listens to our show. Thank you. And this is a traumatizing story that you can learn from because the awareness of this type of thing could save your life. So to summarize where we are right now, Lauren and her family coming back from Washington. She's got her 2 young girls with her husband, notices a guy right on her heels, like a foot behind her, the entire way through the airport. He follows them to the gate, 6 nets to them at the gate, and then she goes to the bathroom. He goes in the female bathroom. He goes in the women's restroom and is in there at the same time, and that's where we left off in part 1. So you're in there, Lauren. Are you face-to-face with him? What happens when you see he's in there?
I get out. I don't want to make eye contact.
Okay.
I'm like, I observe him. He's washing his hands, and I'm like, get out of there. And I thankfully was like, get out of there calmly. Like, don't
like it's no
make
big
a
deal.
Scene.
Yeah.
Yes. But although in the inside of my body, I was like, oh my God, this is a totally huge, big freaking deal.
Well, your instinct is to run, but you remained calm.
Well, because I was afraid, what's he going to do? Is he going to chase after me? Does he, I don't know. And again, I'm in an airport. We just went through security. I'm supposed to be safe, right?
Well, and you're by yourself. You're not a big person. He could grab you and pull you.
Yeah.
You would be screaming, but
Right.
I mean, he could do something.
It was wild. So I walk out and I'm calmly walking. And as I'm walking to my husband, still walking, and I'm going through this inner monologue of why was he in the bathroom? Maybe he's going through gender transition. I'm like, no, he definitely doesn't look like he was going through gender transition. I'm weighing all these potential, could he be confused? No, he definitely wasn't confused.
You're giving him every benefit of the doubt, every possible.
Yes, all of these reasons. I'm no, he definitely had bad reasons to be in that bathroom. And because my husband previously told him where the men's restroom was.
Oh, he even engaged with you all?
What?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you go back, he goes back to where he was?
Yes.
And what do you say to your husband?
So I pull my husband aside, and again, I have little listening ears, and I said, we have a problem. The man was in the bathroom, and my husband looked at me like, holy expletive. What the expletive are we gonna do? And again, I think it's also important to contextualize, we're not in Atlanta, the busiest airport, one of the busiest airports in the world. This is a very quiet gate. There were not a lot of people around, if anything, anyone around. There's not security.
So it stood out. Yeah, even more.
Yeah, there's who in the hell are we gonna tell?
I know, this is bad.
Yes, of course I could walk around and try and find someone.
So what do you guys do?
What do? We play it cool and we try and get on the plane as fast as possible.
Thinking, surely he's not on our flight. He's probably
Surely he's not on our flight. Once we get on the flight, this weird scenario is going to be over, and we'll be safe and we can move on. The kids will know no different, and we can just get to Atlanta, okay? And so we board for families who need more time. I board electronically with all of everyone's boarding passes. We go down the gangway. The girls talk to the pilot because it was their first time flying. I proceed to my seat. My husband's standing there with the children, and the man walks up behind him.
No
and that's
way.
when my husband knew there was a serious problem.
I just got chills.
Where does he sit?
He's just standing there behind my husband. As the girls are talking to the pilot, he asks the stewardess for something to drink, and she says, sir, we're not serving drinks now. You need to go to your seat.
He's just standing there?
He's just standing there. Yeah.
How big is your husband? Is he a big guy?
He's 5'8".
Okay.
Yeah, we both do CrossFit. We're both tough.
Well, I didn't know if he would stand up and go bro, what's going on?
I mean, no, he's certainly not gonna tower over him. No,
Okay.
no, he's not beefy.
Unfortunately, Liam Neeson is not on the flight with you, so.
Exactly.
He can beat him in pull-ups, but other than that, okay. No.
Exactly.
So so he's standing there, no seat, and then what?
So then I am, according to my husband, because I was busy getting everyone ready to join me in the seats, the man finds me and sits in a row behind me. Eventually the kids come and join me, and I look up at my husband and I recognize that the man is sitting next to my husband. We were 2 by 2 in rows. And that's when my husband mouths to me, I don't know if I can say this on air, but WTF.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you are being targeted, clearly.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And Then that's where we were just like, oh, we seriously have a problem now. So we get the kids situated. The man is sitting directly next to my husband. My husband gets aggressive with him, confronting him. My daughter is sitting next to my husband. My husband's in the middle. My daughter starts crying, saying, oh my God, he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. Like, my daughter, being the super smart one she is, she figures it out. Like, she is not an idiot. And I was like, okay, all right, I have to figure this out. My husband wanted to get up and notify the stewardess, but he couldn't leave the
What did he say to the guy?
man, is this really your seat? Is this really your seat? And the guy's like, yeah, bro, this is my seat. My husband's like, there's no way in hell this is your seat. He's like, yeah, man, this is my seat. And they're about to get, my husband's about to get into a fist fight with him. And I'm like, okay, Nathan, don't get into a fist fight.
In Washington, D.C. of all places. Yeah.
On a plane. This is really bad. This is really bad. So I go notify the stewardess, and long story short, the man couldn't produce a boarding pass, and so he was escorted off the plane.
How did he get on?
Wow.
Well, Delta said that the gate agent was busy helping another family.
That's not a good excuse. And so he got on a Delta flight with no ticket.
A serious breach.
Correct.
Well, did he have a ticket at all?
He did, for another airline.
Oh, man.
And I was told, according to Delta, that he mistakenly went to the wrong gate.
Mistake.
And he was very confused.
And so what did they offer to do about it? Did they just pull him off and that was it? Did he get arrested? I guess he didn't do anything.
No, he was detained temporarily. They said he had a diminished mental capacity, which I challenged. They said he didn't speak English, which I challenged. And they were very eager, of course, because they were coming up on that, I think it's like that 2-hour limit, where they have to start refunding tickets for flights,
for people,
due to delays. They were very quick.
And so did they offer you anything for this happening? I mean, this was their fault.
So there was a lot of back and forth. They challenged me tremendously on the validity of my story
What?
and said that I had a different perception of reality. And ultimately it yielded $500 in a flight credit for each person.
So they're taking his side?
They just said that he was confused. They apologized, but disputed. Yeah.
That's just weak.
I don't understand. He clearly followed you into the restroom.
Yes.
You were being targeted. I'm sorry, somebody confused that he was following you and your family.
I couldn't agree with you more, Leslie.
Do you have fear moving forward now that, he's gone, but do you have fear of, like, where was this guy going? Does he have something he's out for?
I don't have fear because I know where he is, and he is no longer in the United States.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Yes, he is not in the United States, but my children have fear because they don't understand.
Of course, they don't understand.
Are you planning to pursue this anymore, or are you just going to now drop it because apparently Delta has dropped it?
That is a decision that we have weighed very heavily, and I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to decide.
Haven't heard that one in a while, by the way. But yeah, I agree.
I am so sorry that this happened to you and your family. This is horrifying.
What a crazy story. You have to pay attention. And kudos to you for paying, but he made it kind of hard for you not to pay attention.
Kinda.
All right. Thank you for sharing the story. That is a word to the just pay attention to your surroundings when you're on these trips, especially with kids and you're distracted. And don't trust that just the person taking the tickets cares enough to make sure that person's supposed to be on your flight. The trafficking is a real thing. It is a scary thing. Lauren, thank you for sharing that story.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys.
That's it for the True Crime Corner. Nothing more to see here. We'll see you soon for more true crime goodness. That's it for the True Crime Corner.